representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, a battle out of the AFC. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Welcome to the field, your Las Vegas Raiders.
The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready, and away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas. And that guy is Geno Smith. The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Raiders first.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He'll get this to Tucker. They won't find much there as it reaches the 41. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Smith's gonna throw again. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And leading them out, entering the league as a 3rd-round pick, Brock, and one of college football's all-time passing leaders, Dillon Gabriel.
He enters the NFL with over 60 career starts. How about 155 touchdown passes, a Division I record, hitting almost 18,000 yards. And I wonder, can he use all that experience the same way Bo Nix did as a rookie in Denver? The time will tell.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Gabriel here from the gun. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. That one's complete, right side. And they are on him, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He's brought down before the return gets far. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Man downfield and Myers has it. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Smith on first down. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st down and goal to go.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Jency goes up and over for the touchdown. The Raiders go up 6-0 here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Browns nothing. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll start on the ground. It's 4. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for 4. Fights his way through a tackle. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. 4 yards on the pickup. That's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Completed to his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That's good for a Browns.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the gun, Gabriel. Now here he goes. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Here's Gabriel. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Eric Stokes skinned there for the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Gabriel now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Dylan Laube on the return. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. He dodged the tackle. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Browns 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Las Vegas.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. From the pistol, it's Fool. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Gabriel to the air now. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Let's call the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. Here's Ford running right. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier and now totally stuffed on that one.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First play is going to be a give to Genty. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to Genty. Jukes away from one. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Another give here to Genty. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. He's got a gain of 6 there. Big Mason Graham engulfing that play. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Geno Smith.
And that's that may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
It's now
Even
third
from the
and
booth, Kate,
1.
I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pigs dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a fourth down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Definitely got to watch for a safety here, partner. Second and long from their 1. Throwing from his own end zone. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to slide in safely after a gain of about 9. Productive effort there, though it does still bring up third down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Throwing on third down, Gabriel. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's a first down from Gabriel as he slides to a stop.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Browns.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
32-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Staying on the ground with 4. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a first.
Browns first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Shotgun snap, a gift of 4. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's third and 7.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To the air on third and long. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Browns first down. A gain of 14. And a Browns first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They give up the middle to Ford. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Gabriel. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
3rd down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. This will be a 44-yard look. Schmidt connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Makes the score.
You'd expect him to make
14.
most of those attempts from this
Browns
distance,
10.
but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Laube with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Straight ahead with Jeanty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On the sneak, it's Smith. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders who have 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Man in motion, headed right. Shotgun snap to Smith. This is brought down to Mostert. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock, Carson Schlesinger, making the stop.
Third and 10.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Throwing on third, Smith. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A.J. Cole on to punt. They could really use a good one here. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Ford straight ahead. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on second down. Gabriel here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Gabriel setting up to throw. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. Brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter.
Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. To return, Jerome Ford. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Jerome Ford.
The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Number 16. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Second down now, they need 7. To throw now. Here's Gabriel. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, Cleveland.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, it's 4. One good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Gabriel. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
17. Raiders 14.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field.
24-yard line.
They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send a tight end in motion. It's Mostert on 2nd down. Hits a seam at the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, Smith to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And the Browns pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Where that call came at just the right time to rip a hole in the defense. And it should have been a play that knocked them on their backs and led to points. One player's tireless effort stole the ball, stole the momentum, stole the show, and averted a complete disaster.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're coming off an X. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. On first down, here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
A loss of 5.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. From the gun, Smith. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Now they send their back in motion right. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First and 10. Here's Ford. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Here's Gabriel. Catch made left side by Judy. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's caught. Judy has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Finds it on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
First down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Running is Ford. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
He was taken down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gabriel's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Browns.
Well, that one was drawn
first
up and
down.
delivered beautifully,
First and goal.
efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Here's Ford. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Another for Ford. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Judkins. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
Touchdown, Browns.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 17.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Smith. He'll get this to Tucker. He's taken down after reaching the 30. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
It's 3rd and 7.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Third down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate. That was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Browns and Dylan Gabriel headed out for their next shot. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Now Gabriel. Thrash hauls it in. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy of that 1st down at the 30.
Gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Gabriel the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Browns 1st down. 2 yards on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage. But I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Gabriel to the air now. A bit of a screen pass for Judkins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
31. Raiders 17.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's White on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Raiders take over first.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, man, you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Continuing to move past the 45. And they're able to bring him down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Brock
You know, I
Bowers.
don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. They'll go, it's Mostert. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Browns getting their offense out there. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action. Here's Gabriel. Connects on the crosser. And he has this down to the 34. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
First down.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Browns.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Gabriel here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's Judkins on second down. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another game to Judkins. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts.
More yards.
And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Browns feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They go to him again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making a 3-score game in the 4th.
Touchdown, Browns.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
38. Raiders 17.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's White on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
It's a gain of 14
Big gain,
yards.
14 on the play.
That's good for
and that's good
Las
for a
Vegas
Raiders first.
First down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen.
10 at the 42
I've seen it once,
line.
I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
You gotta fuck this out.
Get him, you got him.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Has it in close. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Throw over the middle is brought in by Lockett. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for Raiders first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Smith yet again. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Here he goes, one final shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting, that would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the Browns will take this win home with them. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.